on Facebook. Hello. So today I want to talk about cold pitching on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is how I built my entire freelance copywriting business, and it's how I landed my first client in less than 30 days, despite having no experience. And I was making a full-time income in about 4 months using this strategy. So cold pitching or cold messaging, whatever you want to call it, it not only worked for me, it works for all of the successful copywriters that I speak to. So this is not just my own experience with LinkedIn. It's really what a lot of successful copywriters have been able to use to their benefit. So I might have had a advantage because my previous career before I got into copywriting was in sales. So other than that, the sales experience part, what I did is nothing special. It's what a lot of people are capable of doing. Anybody can get on LinkedIn and use these strategies. So today I want to share the 4 steps that you can take immediately to start using LinkedIn yourself and build your freelance copywriting business. So if you don't know me already, I'm Christine. I'm a freelance copywriter in the technology niche, but before I became a copywriter full time, I was in sales for 10 years. So now I'm leveraging the principles and the strategies that I used in sales to help freelance copywriters get their business off the ground, because a large part of that requires reaching out to clients proactively and pitching yourself. So if you're here on this live, or maybe you're watching it on the recording later, click like or comment yes if you want to start using LinkedIn to land high paying freelance copywriting clients. Because in my opinion, that is the best way to land high paying clients. Whereas you could string a bunch of low paying clients together using platforms like Fiverr or Upwork. This is a more strategic, a more strategic strategy of picking which clients you want to target. It's not like a spray and pray approach of putting your profile up on a platform and hoping for the best. These are people that are actively recruiting writers just like you, and you can put yourself in front of them by getting on LinkedIn. So let's start with tip number 1 is setting up your your LinkedIn profile to start selling for you. So in the beginning, when I first became a copywriter, I was doing a ton of cold pitching, and you will have to be doing that too. It's just the nature of it. You have to send a lot of messages. It's a numbers game. And that's why I tell people to not get super offended or afraid of people not responding or rejections, because it really is a numbers game. The more messages you send, the more pitches you send, the higher your response rates will be, and you'll wind up getting clients. It's a known fact. But having your profile set up, people don't understand this or people don't know this. It actually works as this passive way of gaining clients, because when they type into the search bar when they're looking for writers, your profile will come up, your image will come up if your profile is optimized the right way. So that means having your headline completely stuffed with the right keywords that tailor specifically to your ideal client. That means having the banner behind your photo. It's called like a cover photo, similar to Facebook. If you have that really pop out and tell your ideal client, hey, I write in your exact niche. These keywords and optimizing your profile is what helps these recruiters or these hiring managers actually reach out to you. So I get a ton of messages that say, hey, I saw your profile. We have an opportunity. I want to know if you're interested. At some point in my career as a freelance copywriter, I wasn't sending so many cold pitch messages. They were actually coming to me. So it's a great way to kind of leverage your LinkedIn profile where you're actively sending these messages, but then eventually you'll have people reaching out to you. Step number 2 is connecting with people in your niche. So sending connection requests on LinkedIn is literally the bread and butter of how I got my clients. So when you connect with clients, you have the ability to send them a message. And basically, it's the first thing that comes up when they see that you've requested to add them. So this is not similar to the way you would send a friend request on Facebook. Facebook does not come up with a message. It just says, hey, so-and-so wants to request request you to be a friend or whatever it says. On LinkedIn, you have an intro message, and it has a character limit, so you can only send a short message, but that message has such that's your opportunity to really make a first impression and write a message that's really going to cut through the noise, that's customized to them. So a lot of what I teach and a lot of what I give away for free is templates of how to send that first message, because it can be very intimidating to look at the screen and say, okay, what do I say to this client that I want to reach out to? Well, use my templates. If you go to paidcopywriter.com, I literally give away message templates, message formulas that you can actually use to customize and reach out to your ideal clients and not be so hung up on what to say. The more you start sending those connections with the right message, your network on LinkedIn grows, and you will begin to show up in more search results. Your network will grow wider. There's a whole algorithm of how it works. And that leads me to tip number 3, which is to interact organically on LinkedIn. So what does that mean? Well, it means commenting, liking, sharing. It could mean posting your own content, which I didn't do, so I don't believe it's 100% necessary. But interacting organically just means giving yourself the opportunity to show up in LinkedIn's algorithm. And the more people you connect with in your niche, they will begin to see your name come up on their newsfeed. I can't tell you how many requests I've gotten on LinkedIn that say, hey, I saw that you liked or I saw that you commented on this post, and that's why I'm reaching out to you for this opportunity. So it's a very unique social media platform because that doesn't typically happen on LinkedIn and Facebook. I have a question from Copy Element. Does LinkedIn Premium make a difference? Okay, that's an interesting question. I believe that if you were to go hard on LinkedIn without premium, without paying, if you were just to use their free trial for 30 days and have a set amount of messages that you sent every day, you could actually just get away with using the free trial, because that's what happened to me. I signed up for LinkedIn Sales Navigator, that's also known as LinkedIn Premium, and I went so hard with messaging people and putting myself out there. The 30 days ended and I did not renew. So to this day, as a freelance copywriter, I have not used LinkedIn Premium, even though I am willing to pay for it. I actually would be more than willing to pay the $60 if I knew that was going to get me clients. So whether or not you choose LinkedIn Premium is not so important, but if you're going to use it, take full advantage of it. Maybe just buy it for 1 month. Now, the difference between LinkedIn Premium and LinkedIn Free, it's really hard to understand, but pretty much LinkedIn Premium allows you to send something called in-mail, which is like a paid option where your messages can go straight, like directly to your ideal clients, which can be an amazing thing. However, if you spent a lot of time growing your network to over 500 connections, which should be your goal, to have over 500 people in your network, the need for LinkedIn Premium becomes a little less necessary because you're able to send messages to people without the premium membership because they're in your network. So don't get super hung up on that aspect of it, because I don't want LinkedIn to be confusing for freelance copywriters. I believe that LinkedIn can be intimidating as it is. If you want to do LinkedIn Premium, all the better. But if you are just starting out and you have a tight budget, don't think that it's absolutely necessary to pay for LinkedIn Premium, but I believe it will only help you. That was a great question. So organic interactions on LinkedIn, like I said before, are going to make you come up in the feed, which is great. The fourth one is kind of like my little trick, which is signing up for their job alerts. I have gotten, I'm going to say maybe 3 or 4 really good clients this way. So you sign up for job alerts on this site and you set your parameters, and jobs get delivered to your inbox. Now, you can do this 2 ways. You can search LinkedIn for companies that are hiring and you can apply right to those jobs. I like LinkedIn for applying to jobs because it's very quick. LinkedIn will literally just, like, most of the time will send your profile right to recruiters, which is like, who wants to sit there and apply to jobs and fill out applications? It's so annoying and it's so discouraging. So I like that LinkedIn makes it super simple to just transfer your profile, send it right to the recruiter. So, two ways: you can use the platform and search for jobs on LinkedIn, or you can have these job alerts sent right to your inbox every single day so that you can, consistently be applying. The trick that I want to teach you is that once you've applied to a job, and let's say like you're really excited about this job, you can find the recruiter. It actually says who is hiring for the job. You can find their profile and send them a connection request and double your chances of standing out and getting noticed. I wouldn't do that maybe for every single opportunity, but it does not hurt to add the recruiter and send them a thoughtful message, and maybe even tell them, hey, I applied for the role, would love to stay connected here, stuff like that. Another question. Okay, really great question, Copy Element, about what to do when you have no copywriting portfolio and you're reaching out to people or reaching out to clients. And one of the first things they say is, can I see your samples? And it can be so mind boggling because you're like, I haven't worked for anyone yet. Let me just tell you this. I always suggest creating your own samples. I have articles on paidcopywriter.com that tell you step by step how to do this. My emails that go out weekly also tell you step by step how to publish your own writing samples and actually just send them, or create your own portfolio and use that to pitch clients with. But let me just give you kind of like a behind the scenes tip for your portfolio. Don't be insecure that you are the one who's going to publish your own samples and that you don't have a client that is publishing them for you. And the reason I say that is because right now I'm in the process of hiring writers for a content team that I'm working for. So I'm receiving this influx of emails and messages and portfolios. And one girl who I just interviewed the other day, you know, she created her own samples on her site, and I could tell she was new. I could tell she was green, or whatever you want to call it. But the way she presented herself on the call, she kind of flat out said like, hey, I'm just getting my foot in the door. And this is an opportunity that I'm really looking to pursue because I'm trying to get into the technology niche. So number one, she was confident in her delivery during the interview. But number two, when I looked at her portfolio, I could see through the work she created that she understood how to properly structure an SEO blog post. Now, that might seem like, okay, yeah, so what? Trust me, people are out there calling themselves copywriters that don't know how to do that. And I've seen it firsthand. So when I was looking at her portfolio, I wasn't necessarily judging her because she was new. I was looking at the fact that she could grasp the subject matter in her samples. So keep that in mind when you are creating your own samples. Don't be insecure that you're new. It's more than that. Hiring managers want to see more than just who you've worked for in the past or how long copywriters say they've been doing this. I'm telling you, your tenure matters zilch in this industry. It's all about your portfolio pieces. So if that's what you're insecure about, or if you want to know how to publish your own samples, go to paidcopywriter.com. I have a post that says no portfolio, no problem. It's also comes out in my weekly email list. So you guys really should sign up for my weekly tips. They're free, and I kind of try to give away everything I know. So awesome question. One last point on the job alerts on LinkedIn. So I taught you, okay, go to the LinkedIn site and use their job feature, follow up with recruiters to make yourself extra competitive. But another thing that I love is that, and you're going to get to this point too, maybe you're already there as a freelance copywriter, or maybe if you're new, this will come. But when an engagement is about to end, when you're about to be done with a project and you want to go look for new copywriting clients, right? This is the ongoing struggle of I don't want to call it a struggle, but it's the ongoing challenge for freelancers is when one project ends, you want to replace your income and find another client, right? Well, what I do is I type into my subject line on my inbox, because when I'm working with a client, I'm not necessarily looking for new jobs, right? That would be ridiculous, like every morning applying for new jobs, even though I'm already working. But now that I know an engagement is coming to an end at the end of this month, I go back to my inbox and I pull up all of LinkedIn's alerts that they have been sending me. They've been filling up my inbox, and I haven't been reading them for the past 3 months that I've been in this engagement with the client. And actually, this happened to me today. I literally sat in front of my inbox and I fired off applications based on all of the alerts that were sent to my inbox. So your inbox can be a really powerful tool if LinkedIn is actively sending alerts to your email. So comment and let me know if you've tried using LinkedIn. I want to know what your experience has been, because I think LinkedIn can be a little bit intimidating for freelance copywriters. Maybe everybody seems so professional and buttoned up on there, and maybe you don't think of yourself that way. So tell me your experience and let me know, maybe I can help. And if you're on my email list, I actually do this thing. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing this, but this is why it's good to just be on the list so that you're receiving offers like this. If you message me, it's one of the emails that I send out, and let me know, hey, here's the link to my LinkedIn profile. I actually will critique and audit your profile for you and be like, hey, I see you did this. Maybe you should start doing this as well. So it's like a personalized audit that I give away for free just because you're on my email list, which is awesome. So just in summary, you need to have a properly filled out and optimized LinkedIn profile to attract your ideal clients. That's the way you can passively gain these clients actually reaching out to you. And then number 2, connecting with your ideal clients every single day and having this really robust network of over 500 connections can do nothing but good for you. And expanding your network will lessen your need for signing up for LinkedIn Premium, because you're able to message more people. Organic interaction, so liking, commenting, and sharing. I'm a bit of an introvert, and LinkedIn in the beginning freaked me out because everyone who I've ever worked with in my life, pretty much, and I've had many jobs, I'm connected to them on LinkedIn, so I don't really feel like super comfortable posting on there at the moment. Maybe one day I will, but don't think you have to create original content like crazy to work the algorithm to your advantage. And then number 4, signing up for those job alerts and reaching out directly to recruiters is an amazing way. So guys, those are just a few of my tips on how to actually leverage LinkedIn to build your freelance copywriting business. It is no joke how I was able to build my copywriting business. There's no other way to say it. I'm not a huge fan of social media. I'm not super knowledgeable about the platform. I just was able to use the messaging feature. If I was to boil it down to its essence, use its messaging feature to my advantage. If you are looking to use this in your own copywriting business and you want to start reaching out and messaging clients and getting in front of them, go to paidcopywriter.com and download my free templates. You literally will have not just templates, screenshots of messages that were sent to me as a hiring manager and messages that I use to land my clients. So I'm giving away kind of like exactly what I did and what I said and who I targeted to build this copywriting business, because I want people to have the courage to really get on this platform and message people. But you do need to have the right message before you start reaching out, because we need to cut through a lot of noise, right? There's tons of messages filling people's inboxes on the daily. And the best thing we can really do to set ourselves up for success is structure these messages in a way that's personalized, that's relevant, and that's exactly what my cold pitch templates do. You can download them for free on paidcopywriter.com. And the best part is that then you're on my email list, and then you can get those promotions that I send out of like, hey guys, I'm doing this for the next month. Send me your LinkedIn profile and I will critique it for you, which is just free advice. So thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to connecting with you guys soon.